Okay, so Gilneas Skydiving Crew versus Ping, teams led by Vanilla Milk and Tap Out. As far as comps go, one team is running double Disc Priest, Arsham. So I haven't seen much double Disc Priest, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. But we'll see how that works. Maybe one of them will be playing more offensively. And on the other side of the world, we have the standard Disc double Arsham, which is what most teams have been running. Both teams have the Boomkin Resto Druid matching. Both have a Warrior. Well, Ping is running Double Hunter. Both have a Brewmaster. So these comps are pretty similar, with the exception of an Arcane Mage for Gilneas Skydiving Crew instead of the second Hunter. So teams are coming out of the tunnel and mid clash. Right now the Warriors are just frontlining. Nothing's taking too much damage yet. And there goes Marble. Brewmaster Monk down for GSC. That means that Ping should be able to push off this. Their melee DPS aren't being barrel spammed, and they can move in. As far as that though, GSC seems to have stabilized here. They're being pushed back slowly. FCs are going for pick. GSC's FC is going up ramp, and Muskie's going into Alliance base. Oh, he might actually. Yes, he does. And Grizzle does catch Rapido out. There's the Displacer. It's Displacered back into mid. If they can turn around and hit him here, they could cause him some problems. But even still, he has a Hunter laying into him. And he's going to go down here. He's popped Neck Trinket. There's Torrent, and he's dead. So GSC's FC has been slain. Muskie has flagged down tunnel. Save is behind him in tunnel and stealth, but doesn't look like he'll be able to get a sap on him. And that looks like that'll be a first early cap. No one on GSC is in any position to do anything. They're pushed back into their graveyard. Just not being able to keep people up. Bodies just dropping left and right. And that's 1-0 for Ping. Druid has rezzed and is stealthed, and he'll go for next pick. They're still obviously not out of this game, but not the greatest first 2.5 minutes that they would have liked. There's the 1-0. Marble frontlining here. Just trying to push out of this graveyard. But their healers are just being sat on by the Arms Warrior. Look at our FCs. Muskie is just passing Horde, Resto Hut, and Rapido and Barcody are stealthing up tunnel, so they are sending the rogue with them. And we do have Tap Out coming up tunnel. He might get one of them out here, and he does. He does sap out Rapido, so saves coming back down. There's Trinket. Rogue is caught out. And there's the evasion, but it looks like they should win this 2v1 here. Tap Out though is running, and he does get to his team, but isn't topped, and so he's stealthing back up tunnel at half health. As far as the other healer, or the other FC, Muskie is stealthing up Alliance tunnel. He looks to be uncontested. Hunter's in mid, so we're gonna have. Oh, he's stealthing roof. That's interesting. So Rapido has picked, but the Hunter was on defense along with the Rogue. They do get the kill. BM Monk was there as well. And Save is stranded in tunnel again. So Muskie's stealthing roof. I'm not sure what he's doing right here because there's no one near him. They know. Well, they don't have eyes on Save, but at the same time, I don't know why he didn't just run in and pick that flag. Who knows? In mid, GSC actually has pushed Ping back towards their graveyard, but at the moment, Ping has the flag. GSC is not picked. Rapido is crossing mid and stag form right now. Muskie just committed. And if they can turn and get a kill on this FC and keep him from getting into his healers, they could be in a decent spot to play for next cap. Hamgod is stealthing at Rapido downtown. It looks like he's going to catch him out, but he turns around and Hunter gets him again. So, nice play there by Grizzle. Rapido is jumping and Hamgod is on him. Meanwhile, Muskie's pushing back towards his team, and he does get there. Rapido's running into base. Looks like he'll pick the flag here, but he does have to worry about the hunter right below him. And he does pick. There's the displacer. He did displacer past the rogue. Hamgod's stealthing after him. There's the conch. He'll shift that. And it looks like he is gone. He's not going to get away from the hunter. And if the rogue can get in range for an opener, Pito might have some trouble. Goes for this fence jump. Gets it. There's the ambush and the return. Well played there by Tap Out. And Muskie now is pushing in with his team toward ramp. Thinks better of it and decides to cut back up tunnel to go for the cap. And that will be 2-0 to Ping as GSC has no one deep to pick the flag. Save stealthing around. Just wiping him up in mid. Shaman's going to go down. The only healer they have up is Cons. He's back at their Juhai, so there's second cap for Ping. And with 9 minutes left in this game, GSC really just needs to try to stabilize and get their FC across, but at this point, that's becoming very hard to do. Just with the amount of pressure they're taking, FC stuffing through mid, Muskie's going out past toward Resto Hut, and the mid fight has pushed its way back into the graveyard of Gilnea skydiving crew. They just aren't. They're just having problems keeping up their DPS, and they haven't been able to stabilize so much at all this game, except for their one push into Ping's graveyard, but that was quickly ended by the arrival of Muskie with the flag and a few healer kills. At this point, Rapido is going up tunnel for pick. Hamgod is stealthing around tunnel. Muskie's going into base. Looks like it'll be uncontested. Here comes Hamgod and the hunter. Down tunnel for Rapido. Rapido sees the hunter there and he's going roof. Muskie's gone again. He's heading ramp. Pito's stealthing roof. Hamgod's stealthing right behind him and he saps him out. Sapped him out of bear. He'll get an ambush here. That's going to be a problem for GSC. Resap. And there's the ambush. Torrent. Pito's going to go down to the hunter. Meanwhile, Muskie's running through mid and travels. Save opened and torrented, but it's not going to be enough to stop Muskie, who continued running in travel form, and it appears that he will make it up tunnel for a relatively easy 9-minute 3-0. No one's deep, Boomkins and GY, and that is the game. Ping 3, Gilnea skydiving crew 0.